Namaste, Jai Bharat. Many times it appears that Pakistan army is an army Pretoria. Pakistan is an army Pretoria. This thing has to be looked into. On the first hand, the army functions as kind of autonomous. They don't listen to the civil society, the civil government, and they even fix their own salaries and allowances and other facilities themselves. Over and above something very strange also happens to the Pakistan army. That's they run businesses. I just can't imagine how an army runs businesses. They have establishments. They are into kind of corporate existence. They make money for their own selves. They have many things like agencies, sometimes production units, and all those things like what a corporate does. They have such things, and they have facilities. They can invest money. They have people. All these they do to secure their future after retirement. That's what is apparently available, and they have their own rules. They don't listen to the civil authority. Primarily, the problem is here. The army is needed for the civil authority because the civil government, what democratically elected, supposed to be, and their election also has become fast of late. Democratically elected society, but they can't do anything without the support of army. They can't do proper policing because the society is absolutely unruly and indisciplined. They have no concept of discipline from within. They need to be controlled and suppressed always, as they'll go and do anything. Now, this is what really enables the army to be a Pretoria kind of acting, because without army, the civilians can't exist. Anything can happen at any time. So they depend on army. And when the elected government depends on army, the army will have their own way. They go their own way, and they will secure their future by involving in activities of trade and commerce and earn money, and so that when they retire, their future is safe. Some money, good amount of money, and with that, most of them go and settle in some of the European nations. They have no sense of belonging to the land, I should say. Most of them go and settle in some other nations, and then from that point on in time and in life, they have nothing to do with Pakistan. What will happen to Pakistan, they don't care. They have made their own. And this is the kind of army Pakistan has. And why the society is so indisciplined? I can outrightly say because the way they have adopted Islam. Simple, on a simple statement. It's a way they understood and adopted Islam. It's a root cause. But then look at the superstructure from such a situation in the Pakistani society. Who are the heroes? Who are the heroes? You know that they have named the missiles after Muhammad Ghori, Muhammad Ghaznavi, Ahmad Shah Abdali, etc. Now, who are these people? Who were these people? Ghori, Ghaznavi, Abdali, who were these people? They were not good human beings to begin with. They were not to be taken as a model for anything except for dacoity. They were plunderers, looters, and merciless humans who killed people, even cattle. This army, when they attack a village, they will put arrow on every moving things. That's the key. Even kill the chicken and cattle during their invasion. They just simply wanted moving target. So kill all the men, everything, and they have done. And after destroying a village, putting the village into fire, they will go. But you see how cruel and brutal they are. After leaving, after about half an hour, 40 minutes or so, they'll come back to the same place where they have done this brutality. They'll come back to see if there is anyone left alive who is still mourning for water or limping or dragging oneself into in the moments, maybe mostly for water. They will come to observe and see them. Anyone with the moment is again they put an arrow into him again. Such kind of brutal people. How can a human being behave in such brutal manner to another human being is a question that is posted as a headline in capital letters. How can a human being be so brutal to another human being? Now, how can a human being be brutal to any living being for that matter? Anyway, so this is the kind of people they used to be. They have killed tens and tens and thousands of people. They enjoyed beheading people and then inflicting utmost pain to another fellow being in whichever manner he can conceive of, he can fantasize, and he can envisage, and he can innovate. Such people, these people are the heroes of Pakistani society, and look at that. Once you place these people as heroes of this Pakistani society, what more can you, what else do you expect from the society other than being absolutely lawless, callous, and brutal? So, in order to control such people, they need a brutal army. And their army's brutality is with their own people, not with others. They are not good fighters. They are not good soldiers. They are soldiers for such society who will only understand the force and might of law. There is no law actually. Whatever they say is a law. So, the army is autonomous. They are not listening to anyone. They are not under the civil government. They make their own facilities and they exist by themselves. And then they are involved in all kinds of policy making. The civil authority, the so-called democratic elected government, asks army for their opinion and they agree to that. So it's a coexistence of helpless people. The army is helpless because the society is so lawless and anarchic society. Civil government is absolutely helpless. Now these two people will look after their own welfare, their own interest. They don't care for the people. See, the rulers don't care for the people. Nothing, whatever happens to the people, they don't know. And the army absolutely don't care for the people. They have no sense of belonging to the soil. Otherwise, they would not have left the land and gone to alien lands to live with money, which they have earned luxuriously. Then I don't know. I just really wonder what happens to a common soldier, a common soldier, a private. What will happen to his life? I don't know. These things, luxuries and pomp and everything is meant for the officers, I suppose. You somehow get a commission and then your life is secured and settled if you go with the flow of the flow and the tune of those people. But how about a private? I don't know what happens to a private once he's retiring. Do they give him sufficient, or they are only pocketing everything and going? I don't think a private can go abroad and live comfortably. I have absolutely no idea of it. We'll meet with some other things, some other thoughts later. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Shri Ram.